Hey Cancers, this is the Guiding Chariot. Welcome to your January love reading. So excited I can finally film this for you today. Oh, it has been a journey, let me tell you. So house rules still apply. This is gonna be a timeless general reading. I do pull these spreads with the intention of them, kind of what's the energy for the next 4 weeks. But again, time is just an illusion, so it just depends where we're on our journey. And since this is general, take it as it resonates. Do not try to force any of the messages. If something doesn't fit your situation or you're listening and it just kind of like, I don't know if I'm connecting to that, leave that on the table. Take the rest. All right, my loves. So this is going to be a general love reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're going to start and pull some oracles, and we'll clarify with the tarot. And then we are going to do a little bonus at the end, so stay tuned for that. Oh, Cancers, I hope 2021 has been treating you well. This past week was super interesting for me. So as a fellow Cancer, if you don't know, now you know. We're all little crabby siblings together, but this week was such a wonky one. And it was a good week. I'm definitely not complaining. It was a good week. But it definitely was a week that really challenged me to adapt, and nothing really went wrong, but very little went as planned. So it was we got a flipper. It definitely was a week where we just needed to kind of roll with the punches and be like, okay, so this didn't work out, that's fine. What else can I do in this situation? How can I turn this around? So it was a fun week. It was a fun week. I hope you guys had good weeks as well. All right, my loves. So, first out, it is safe for you to love. I mean, it always is, but this week especially so. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So I will say, with this coming out, this is, to me, this is speaking about either a recent love or previous love. Knowing I'm talking to Cancers, this is probably this could be a love that happened a while ago. And we just haven't let go of it yet. We still think about it. Maybe we wish things, worked out differently, or we were still together if we're in separation, possibly. Some of us may be judging ourselves a little too critical because of, if something didn't go our way, then we start to question, what did I do? Was I not this? Was I not that? Was I too much of this? Was I not enough of this? All those weird questions come about, and that really is just us judging ourselves. It really doesn't mean anything. It certainly doesn't hold any weight, because you are worthy. If you didn't know that yourself, boom. So, first and foremost, let me throw that out of the way. But this feels something that's from the past, that's just kind of holding us back, limiting what we think our potential is, right? And the big message is not to let that tap in. Right, here we have express your love, right? So being true and genuine and honest in your feelings, and may not even be expression of love, but just expression of self, how you feel, whatever passions you have, whether it's for a person, whether it's just for a situation, a hobby, a personal passion, not being afraid or ashamed to hold that back and just living your truest expression. The prompt on the card does say go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So if there's someone you are thinking about, have been thinking about, and just kind of going back and forth, or not feeling bold enough to reach out and say, hey, do you want to go grab some coffee, or whatever it is, there may be, little kitty hair, hold on. This may be a great week to finally just kind of, I don't want to say man up, because it's not gender specific, but to just take a chance, take a risk, be a little braver than you would, and especially with the first card saying it is safe to love. So sometimes it can feel like a risk, but I mean, it is a safe window, right? So you don't have anything to worry about. Now, for some of you, we also have the reconciliation card. So if this is about someone from the past, I don't feel that it's necessarily them coming back. I do think if this is to happen, I honestly think that you're the one to start it. You're the one to reach out and be like, hey, I've been thinking about this, or can we get together and talk, or, and I don't know what the circumstances are. It's going to be different for everyone. But for those of you where this is maybe a recent love or someone that you still have access to and you just kind of keep thinking, or you have those, shoulda, coulda, woulda thoughts, there's definitely potential for that connection to strengthen, to blossom. Maybe something happened and there was some misunderstandings that led to separation, and we just haven't let it go. We may get clarification during the tarot, but it feels like that connection isn't, not all is lost. One more shuffle and then we'll start to clarify. So like I said, I don't necessarily think that's for everyone. I think that's just for a specific few. And it definitely feels like this is a connection that recently either went into separation, or if there's someone you've recently been... Cancer, why are all our cards flying? I saw a flipper in there too. I saw you. Look at that. I'm going to grab that one that flew on the floor. But look at this, the Fool. So definitely a new beginning. And again, kind of mirroring that, it may feel kind of risky. It may feel like a leap of faith. But remember, you're in a safe space. It is safe for you to kind of put yourself out there. Who'd we get? Oh, look at that. And we have the Knight of Inspiration, which is the Knight of Fire. So again, following that passion, following that desire to act, right? Oh, I wish I had the courage to say it. Just say it. Just charge ahead. Go for it. And again, take that leap. Yep. And remember, this isn't only for those who may be coming towards reconciliation, right? This is for a few. This is for everyone. So we have the Two of Pentacles here. So even those of you looking for new love, or, had this break and you're like, oh, I don't want to return to that. That's not the one. Then that doesn't apply to you. So for all of us, for those of you where this is new love, there definitely is going to be an opportunity. And it may feel... I don't know why I want to say that. It may feel, for some of us, it may feel too good to be true. Like it may feel that really this is happening. This is happening. This all you want to talk to me? You sure? You're not someone behind me, right? For some of us, this could feel very out of the blue and very unexpected, and I keep wanting to say like bigger than you expected, just or more, or it's. I mean I don't want to comment on anyone's self-esteem, but it's almost like thinking you're a 6 and then a 10 walks up to you and is like real interested, right? Because this is someone who just jumps in, follows their passions, follows their desires and their instincts. So it's literally like this 10 walked up to you and was just like, hey, you're cute, can I buy you a drink? You're like, you want me? Me a drink? You want to buy me? You sure? Like you're looking behind you, wondering where this person they're talking to is, and it's you, right? And then you start to, that probably can make you feel a little like, oh, I don't know, is this like, this feels like a prank? I'm gonna get punked. Like this can't be, right? That's where that you're just kind of jumping off the cliff. Like go for it, and having express your love, be there, and the Two of Pentacles, jumping out on it or falling on it, the Two of Materials, go with the flow, just stay in that energy, right? I love that this particular card, actually I think most, now that I think about it, I think most Two of Pentacles have the same imagery, but they have the infinity symbol, the like Mobius strip in it, where it's just kind of going with the flow, just letting it ride. Don't be so set in one option or the other, right? Kind of keep your feet dancing between the two, right? Be very fluid this week, especially when it comes to invitations or matters of love and romance. Kind of be open, be willing to explore, be willing to try new things, to walk down different avenues than what you had planned or expected. Yep. What do we got? Yes, love. So we've got the Queen of Materials, which is the Queen of Pentacles, and the Empress. Love. So Queen of Materials, beautiful, because that is a very grounded, confident, strong energy, right? It's also a very steady energy. It's not one that's going to, you know, be kind of dramatic and moody and peak really high and then drop really low. Like, she is very steady, very stable, very grounded, right? This, I want to say, is a huge nod to the energy that you are in, the energy you should be in, the energy you should be focusing. Just be steady and grounded. This is also a very confident energy because she knows her potential, she knows her ability, she knows her worth and her value, right? This is you, Cancer. This is the vibe you want to sit in. You know, and there may have been, you know, situations in your past, recent or distant, that maybe shook that, or you may be overly comparing yourself to these ideals or these situations and say, well, this happened, so that must mean I'm XYZ. And no, that's not true. If something fell apart, it's not because you weren't XYZ, right? This is someone who can look at those particular energies and be like, well, I'm still the shit. Like, that person lost out. I don't understand why that didn't work. Or, you know, that person wasn't ready to meet you at this level, so they had to go. They couldn't step up, they couldn't rise up, they couldn't meet you where you are. And that's not an energy we want anyway, so let that go. Because as this energy evolves, you reach the Empress, right? And that's where we vibe strongest, right? This is the culmination of all the queens. So yes, a very strong, nurturing, abundant energy, for sure. But also think of the creation and the love and the passion. And for some of us, the fertility, right, that comes through this card. So very, very positive outlook. But again, it depends on this, it depends on this particular vibe, right? We need to be here, Cancers. Then we have the Hierophant popping up in the reverse. We're going to take it in the reverse. And the Hierophant, you know, can speak to spirituality and religion, feeling a little out of sorts, but it's also a huge card for commitment. You know, this, wherever this came from the past, wherever this fell apart, right? Wherever, you know, we didn't get, oh, that was a weird one. Wherever I was going to say our just desserts, like wherever we didn't get, you know, the karma we thought we were going to get, like we put in the good energy, we didn't get it, you know, things still fell apart. It's because they were meant to, we couldn't, there wasn't ground to stand on. It wasn't strong enough. So no matter what we did, no matter what you put into that relationship, wasn't going to do anything to change the outcome. It was meant to fall apart, right? And trying to hold it together just made us suffer more. And I think what is really trying to be emphasized is that this was, I don't want to say it was a lesson, because it's not, but it was definitely an opportunity for us to really get grounded in, I have such a hard time, it's not about me, but I have such a hard time doing the Cancer reading and not saying us, but, you know, but this kind of situation, whatever it was in the past that made us not feel safe to love or safe in a relationship. Not that it was a lesson, because it doesn't feel like a lesson, but it just feels like an opportunity to strengthen this, right? To again have something where we can look at it and see it for what it was, be like, what role did I play? Did I really do my best in this situation? I sure did. I tried to adapt. I tried to meet their needs, my needs. I tried to compromise. Still couldn't make this person happy. That is not your fault, Cancer. That is not your fault. And that's, to me, that's what this Hierophant is coming up. Like, it wasn't strong enough to last. It wasn't meant to last. And look, even bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords, Five of Voices, which is external conflict. Conflict that lives outside of your person, right? So it was not you. This is why it's safe to love. Because whatever was the distraction or the fault or, you know, the drain in the relationship is now longer not there and shouldn't have an influence on how you see yourself and how you view your potential as, you know, a wife, a husband, a partner, whatever your end game is. This we knew. Yes, I love it. So we have Awakening, which is the Judgment card in reverse, and actually not the worst thing. Actually, sometimes that card in the reverse definitely is like, oh man. Having it fall up on the full card, to me, this is why we're having this new opportunity. This is what this new birth is about, right? So this awakening isn't so much a rebirth, right? Because if it's upright, this is a big rebirth. We've heard the call. We're taking a different option. To me, this awakening is much more internal. It's much more about our perspective of ourself, right? We're not necessarily being reborn, but now we're seeing ourselves in a truer light. It's almost like the filter, how we perceived ourselves before because of what happened in the past, now is fading, now is leaving us, right? And even the mirroring of, I love this, hold on. Even the mirroring of this kind of light column in these two cards, right? So we have this blue one in the awakening card, coming out almost kind of like our heart chakra. And then we have this beautiful, brilliant one, almost pretty much the same place. It's like both heart chakra places, but this one is so radiant and creative, and it has more facets. To me, it was literally a way of taking this like tiny light that lived in us because it was diminished from the past, right? And now setting it free. Because here we have the 8 of Voices, which is the 8 of Swords in reverse. So no longer feeling trapped, no longer feeling limited, releasing ourselves from this like self-imposed prison, so to speak. Oh, let's turn those over. Literally pick the deck up the other way around. I also wanted to add, the bottom of the deck when these cards came out was the 5 of Pentacles. So that idea of feeling alone, that idea of being less than, being outcast. Oh. What we get. Oh, hello. Beautiful. Love, love, love. So we've got 5 of Voices. I think that came out early. I don't know. You saw the video. You probably know if this came out together or separately. But 5 of Voices showing up again reminding us conflict, external, surrounding us, but not necessarily belonging to us. And actually that coming out over the Queen of Materials. So again, knowing our worth, knowing our value, knowing that we're stronger than this and separate from this, right? It's almost kind of like we were the observer to the conflict around us, right? Even more highlighted because she's kind of framing her eye there, right? In the center. And then love this. Love. I can't even with this. So 7 of Voices, traditionally 7 of Swords, Queen of Emotions, so Cancer, this again, your energy. So you've got 2 queens, and then the Star card, right? Having that hope, that optimism. Again, we have this theme of this kind of ray of light coming to us. Well, it's funny, in these two, it's actually radiating from us. Here, it's like coming and affecting our perception, our sight, right? Our mind, right? Before it came from our heart, because that's where your strength lies, right? That's the greatest part of you. That's where your power comes from. Now that understanding is catching up, right? We already felt it. Now we understand it, right? So it's almost like where the heart meets the mind. And then with the 7 of Voices, so yes, this can speak to deceit. In this particular spread, I think it's more about, us lying to ourselves, us telling us a narrative that doesn't feel right, that actually isn't true. We're kind of warping the reality, maybe based on some negative emotions or some disappointments, no longer happening, right? With this Queen of Cups, again, getting much deeper, much more watery, and really kind of diving those depths. And trust me, Cancer, your depths are deep. We even have the High Priestess over here, bottom of the deck. So really tuning into that intuition, really going deeper, understanding what's hidden in there, understanding the secrets that lie beneath, because those secrets literally are carrying your truth and shaking the perception of what you see. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, 3 of Wands and Ace of Wands under that. So again, something that you have been waiting for a long time, finally arriving, something that's true and passionate. Again, as an ace, this is another new start. So potential new love coming, right, as you begin to vibrate much higher. And then even below that, the Chariot card, right? Success, victory, also your energy, you returning back to yourself, Cancer. Beautiful, beautiful energy. right? So this week really about you, right? You strengthening, you holding your belief, holding yourself in high regard. But then that vibe, that energy is either allowing the confidence to go after this reconciliation, right? To reach out to this person again, or again, it's just allowing you to express yourself fully to match the vibration of this new love that's coming in. So beautiful, Cancers. We're going to wrap up this reading in honor of the new moon coming up on, I believe it's Wednesday. We have the new moon in Capricorn coming this week, so I wanted to pull a Moonology card about this moon and what kind of intentions, we should have. Of course, you can make any wish you want, but for anyone who is just wondering, I thought it'd be a fun little card to pull for this moon. Alright. I'm trying to keep it hidden. Oh, there we go. Sometimes they like to make me wait for it. What do we go? What did I tell you? What did I tell you, Cancer? You are very close to achieving your goal. Again, so close. Whatever held you back literally was in your own head. Remember, because we got this Eight of Swords that popped up earlier. So you are very, very close to achieving your goals. Whether this is new love or reconciliation, whatever this romance that you are trying to welcome in, and probably have been trying for a while with this three of inspiration over here. Whatever that is, so close. But again, I can't stress enough, it really is leaning on this energy of knowing your worth and knowing your value, knowing that what fell apart in the past wasn't because of you. It was not because of you. I can tell you that with 100% confidence right now. Right? You tried your best. You did everything you could. If it fell apart, it's because it was meant to. So that this new, honestly, whoever's coming in is going to be super, super passionate. So many, we had 3 wands that came up on the bottom of the deck. You have the Knight of Wands here. Lots of fire. Lots and lots of fire. So lots of passion. Someone who takes the initiative, follows their gut, has strong instincts, and pursues them, acts on them. This isn't someone who's going to hold back from you. All right? So very, very exciting. Cancer, I am wishing you the best and sending you my love. As always, thank you for all the support you show me and the channel. I'd appreciate it if you could drop a comment down below. Let me know how this reading resonated with you. Give the video a thumbs up. It lets me know that you like it and how it's hitting for you. Also, if you saw, not last week, the week before, I did a slightly longer reading that used a few more decks. I try to keep the reading short because I feel like that's a little easier to absorb, like a 15-20 minute video versus like a 40-minute video, I think the last one was. But I'm just kind of interested to know what you guys like. Do you like the longer videos that are a little deeper, or do you like these kind of more surface ones that are a little shorter and can be absorbed a little easier? Let me know, and we might bounce between the two. But as always, wishing you the best. If you don't want to leave a comment, you can also hit me up on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot, as always. Until next time, Cancers, wishing you the best. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.